Hey guys, hopefully Pops will be here soon. But I got my sheet ready. Now let's talk every crossover episode in the Arrowverse ranked. Now, I have two criteria for it to be an actual crossover episode. One, the crossover needs to last for more than one scene. So stuff like the when Oliver came to help Barry with Fawn, although it was a good episode, doesn't in end of Flash season 1 doesn't count as a crossover episode. Also, they need to be there for more than one scene. I already said that, sorry. Second criteria is they need to actually be involved in the final battle of the episode in some way, or the climax of the episode in some way. So that episode in season 4 where Diggle came to Central City doesn't count. Now getting into the list, we have 20 episodes, 20 episodes that fit this criteria. So starting at the bottom with number 20, Girls' Night Out. This episode, like most of Flash season 4, was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. It was filled with Iris and Barry drama. Barry was drunk for most of the episode. Felicity came over, but for some reason Oliver didn't, even though Oliver's closer to them than Felicity is. It really didn't make sense why Oliver wasn't there. The only redeeming part about this, also, that whole storyline with Cecile's daughter, so forced, just to give the episode, like, a secondary story. Terrible episode. The one redeeming quality was Killer Frost, but barely. The less said about that episode, the better. Getting into episode 19, Going Rogue. I loved this episode, very beginning of Flash season 1. It was a great episode. But it was only Felicity that came over, so as a crossover episode, wasn't really a good crossover. Although it was a great episode of The Flash, wasn't a great episode as a crossover. Moving right along to number 18, King Shark. Also a Flash episode. Again, good episode of The Flash. I loved Diggle and Lila. They were great. I mean, it's two characters crossing over this time instead of one like the previous two. And it's not Felicity, so that brings it up a bit. We actually got a reference to Oliver in this episode. By the way, I've watched all of these episodes. At least once, obviously. Girls' Night Out is the one that I actually could not watch all the way through. I could not rewatch it all the way through. This episode, King Shark, I only rewatched once. It was a good episode. Again, drama with Barry and Wally. It's Flash Season 2 stuff. Great Flash episode, but as a crossover episode, it's not that good. Number 17, Legends of Today. Also a Flash episode. Great crossover episode. Oliver is in this one. It's a Flash Arrow crossover. Second main crossover. Liked the episode. It was just that secondary storyline with Jay and Wells and Patty brought the episode down because it made it feel like a Flash episode. Oh! Whew. Going into number 16.
We're doing 20 now? No, it's going to be too late. We're going to finish this one, folks, and continue tomorrow. We'll be a part A and part B.
Okay, so we'll do up to 11, then tomorrow we'll do 10 to 1.
No, buddy. You have 2 tests tomorrow. You've been studying hard. We'll do this one as part A.
So, number 16, All-Star Team Up. You don't remember the episode, do you?
No.
Okay. This is the episode where Felicity and Ray went to Central City.
Who's Ray?
Ray Palmer.
Ray, little Ray.
To get help with Ray's suit. I have no idea what they needed help with.
I kind of miss it when Ray was like this techie genius doing techie stuff.
Yeah, like we were watching Arrow season 3 at the time.
They're not even using him as a techie anymore. He's just a silly guy.
Yeah, I have no idea what they needed help with on Ray's suit, but whatever. But they were there. The villain was, she was okay.
Who?
She had remote control She had robot bees that could kill you if you got stung.
I so vaguely remember.
Yeah, it was bad villain, but the episode was good as a Flash episode, but as a crossover episode, again, it's a Flash episode, not a crossover episode. So, yeah.
The damn button is still in my face.
So yeah, that was number 16, and we'll give you the rest
tomorrow. This is part A, so we can stretch this out a little bit.
No.
Sorry.